checkers in my game. Again, Nicola, please answer me. What do you think about the move like bishop d3? I mean, I'm analyzing now the loss only, so we will not check your game today. You can, by the way, order additional analysis of every single game, sending me link here or either in Discord, and using your channel points also. So every time when you collect enough channel points, you can make adoption match with me. Because of that, you can also order analysis of the game. So share with me, Nicola, what do you think about the move like bishop d3? Is it really correct? Because you postpone the game and you play again bishop d3. What do you think about bishop d3? Is it correct move, or you forgot your prep? Or let me know what do you think. It was a very symmetrical opening part here. We can call it Reti because white starts the game with knight f3, but next setup of course belonged to the white. It's white side, a little bit more initiative, but not really, because it's very symmetrical. Also, black can jump now to c5 and what's going on. It's super symmetrical. b3, b6. Actually, it's super symmetrical now. He's playing out of that, like bishop a6. So, bishop b7 will lead to the super similar opening part against Caro-Kann for some time. No, bishop g5 is alright, but what's going on after queen b6?
Oh, yeah.
Computer underestimates it. Oh, Logi, it's huge thanks! Huge thanks! 5 subs gift! Huge thanks! Wow. Akusakuzan, MD, Arnold, Watchful, Prism, Mr. Lamsi.
Yeah.
Wow, Mr. Lama Lama is also sub now. Huge thanks for logis. b6, bishop d3, and then there are several lines there. Really? So after bishop takes d3, you think so queen takes b2 doesn't work? Not immediately queen takes b2, but first bishop captures bishop, queen takes bishop, and then queen takes b2. We have queen b3, but I will not take the rook. I'm gonna simplify and just keep the game going with extra pawn. I'm not sure if this prep is alright. I can check it later, yeah. Check it later. Huge thanks to Logis again. So here it's pretty symmetrical position. Black queen can easily get trapped? Really? Sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so bishop a6 is also playable. Knight e6, he tried to work on this weak squares around, maybe change the direction of the knight to d4, how it happened later in the game. Knight d7, I'm not sure this move gonna be alright, because he controlled the center, keep some pressure here. Maybe really no need this move. Knight d7 looks like the best. or h5. Oh, bishop f6, attacking his knight. Maybe push him to go back. Yes, he's going back. Now king g7. This is the first unprecise move of him, because moving the king ahead is a little bit wrong, leaving this bishop up. This bishop belonged to g7, so why king ahead? Makes no sense. Bishop has to come back to g7 and coordinate pieces better. Maybe he can start thinking about h5, followed by knight d4 jumping. Rook f5, and maybe think about f5 pushing, something like that. Has to be the general plan of black. F8, knight d4, pushing up f5. Create some plan, connected with the center. Not connected with the king side part so much, with king ahead and leaving this bishop here. Soon maybe knight g4 could come, or knight d5 could come, and that's why king g7 definitely deserves question mark. Not because this is a blunder, just because this is leaving the bishop into the bad situation. Flying my... Okay, so my laptop. Okay. Knight c7 d5. What do you mean, Sepetashma? How the knight is going to c7 and then d5? Okay, so knight d7. So you can jump with this knight here, and you can jump with the other one to c5 and the other one to e6, for example. Hey, Lesan, how are you doing? This is a player from the other team. Supported with c5, but knight d5 is coming. So one more time, king g7 is catastrophic move of Gyokyo, losing the bishop. Good battle, guys. Of course, nothing against the other team, only against our team. Last board, that's it. Nobody fault it is about the loss and about quality of playing. So after he lost the pair of bishops, already you see, you can check out very easy how this threat is coming, push or capture and open up f-file. And this defender on f6 is definitely not enough. c5 is great, but just white is already better because of open f-file, and there is no bishop protector. And pushing of g6 is a great sign. You should have a bishop here. The other case, this in this square is pretty weak. And how white can use this situation? Of course, transfer his bishop to c1 and going to h6 weak square. He could do this. He didn't find out this so fast. So bishop c1 gonna guarantee queen to h6. Very bad, of course. This knight is just a beautiful monument in the center. Very bad deal of his opponent to capture the knight. Again, little before I show you the correct plan of white, how to use the power of the dark square bishop. Trading off bishop for this knight is a great deal for black, because open up c-file, and later even in the battle I commentate how black could use this file. If you mean e takes f5, no, it's e takes d4. No, it's not better, because after queen g5, maybe this pawn is control also these squares, these two squares, so it's kind of important. And open up c5 is much better because control c2, much better. Good night, Jenny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the participation. Thank you. Very good game of Jenny. Queen g5. Now it's very hard to find out Gyokyo for a super precise move about defending. What's mean precise? What could be a precise defending? Gyokyo used to play knight h5, which is leading to the +1 for white. Queen e6. Oh, e6. Pawn destroying. Queen e1, queen b3. Anyway, And playing against the queen. Okay, I can check out. I also don't trust. I also don't trust to the engine of chess.com, or it could be kind of slow during the stream too. So I can check out the position and touch it. Probably you know your variation. Yeah. Right now, not really because of knight takes f5, but we can check out rook takes c2, I believe knight f5, and you've got the chance here for mating patterns, so wherever you go, it could be the same move. Now thread this, thread this. If you go back, just like that, rook f3, double the rooks. Maybe you can hold on, bring the rook back, but it's kind of stressful situation here. It's not that easy. Bye bye, Nicola. Thank you so much for the great support and participation. Maybe he used that against me. I'm not sure. I remember very well that he used the variation with bishop g5 against me, but I'm not sure what I play against him because I was using different lines. Maybe queen c7, queen b6, queen a5. So I don't remember what I did exactly against him. Now this is not okay for black. Kind of stressful situation. What could be the precise defense again here? No. Rook c6. The question is how to not leave this knight to go in a so comfortable position like knight to h6. And then he's going to bother us on the f file plus f7 pawn because the knight is on h6. Yeah, of course, black should open up. No, but now this, I'm not sure this is working. Do you see why, Lassan? Why this is not working? Oh, here, computer recommend f6, but even after this move, black gonna be alright. Wild meal, and the game is over. Very beautiful sacrifice, by the way, of the queen, could be. Very beautiful. But the reason for rook c2 is another one. And there is another defense of black here. Who is going to find out? Yeah, only defense gonna be knight g8. Great, Logis. So after knight f8 check, we just cover h6 square, either f6 square, plus this cover attack the queen. Very well. So after a move like king h8, either f8, the knight gonna be under attack, queen gonna be under attack, and king gonna be safety. So after knight h6, we're gonna be super happy for this defending, for example. So knight g8, maybe it's hard to find out. He was doing very well now. And now is the moment where he just blundered, and I don't think so we should waste the time to look at the game more and more. It's completely lost next. No sense. So, let's go back to the moment where he blundered. There we go. He just took the poison pawn. I call this poison pawn. The most precise, again, defending move. What could be? I even shared this with you during the stream. Maybe you didn't listen to me. Rook e7 is not really precise because of this move. Knight f6 is a treasure because then you try to kick out the knight, then you try the knight g4 and bring your knight as fast as possible to the e3 key square. Very weak, good outpost key square. Perfect. Knight f6, and now it's kind of playable. It's kind of playable. Of course, white is better having extra pawn, but it's playable. Yeah. Okay, I jumped to the next game. This game was fast. Next great golden chance was to the new guy, Hans Chang. Hans Chang. Very good game of him. Got the... Yeah, winning position. Yeah, I was talking about the h5. I remember the game this time very well. Lassan. Yeah, Lassan is in our chat too. He can enjoy with the analysis. Simple move, exactly. How many times I'm talking about simple chess? Simple, easy chess. 80 accuracy for white, 28 for black, by the way, this game. So Hans Chang is again black pieces. Wait, how many games we lost with black in this battle? Like stats. Black, 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 black. 3 games lost by black. So only 2 by white. Hans was black. Let's go. The game was very exciting. Very sharp on the kingside part. Even out of French, it was a very sharp game on the kingside part. Queen g4, such a move. Queen g4 is working in this variation with the bishop b4 when the knight is on c3 and so on. But in the other case, I see this move for the first time in my life. Move number 4, exactly in this variation. It's kind of advanced Kirokan, advanced French to play queen g4 so early when the bishop is still here. Makes no sense. You got shocked. You don't need to get shocked. You just need to play a natural, simple move. Next. Okay, so the first way to react against such a move is just keep going with all your queen side part development. That means zero attention to the queen. Second way is how to play against the queen. You're playing for many years, but maybe maybe it's not really great to play like that. Yeah, maybe could be interesting rare line, but in the other case, yes, exactly. You also low CD, but if it's me, I'm gonna keep going with the natural plan. Knight 6, queen 6, 7, good castle. Then asking you what are you doing here with h5, something like that. So I don't need, you know, I don't need to touch the bishop at all. So I can simply play knight e7, knight f5, fighting for the center. And anyway, hey, listen. Yes, it's okay. No excuses for queen to be out so early. No excuses. It's just interesting variation. f6 is pretty risky. I will not recommend. Probably white is waiting for such weaknesses to play f6 so early. I think black is doing fine here. It's gonna be alright. Bishop d7 or knight f5. Good chances anyway. Good position. I guess it's time to win a pawn here. He played very well. You have good results up to 1-8. Okay, you can keep going if you believe in yourself, if you play good, if people are going to the same traps, why not? If the system is working for you in this level, and if you're happy for this level working, it's okay. I will not say anything against it. Yeah. So, knight g6, threatening the pawn. Black is already having a pawn up. If I'm white, definitely I will not feel so good here with the pawn down. Yes, white is having some alternative attacking, but if black is playing precise now black is not playing precise. So queen c7 is completely wasting of time. What's the most natural, for example, move now? I'm sure everyone gonna find out this. What's the most natural move for black pieces now? Exchange the queens all the time is good for French. Knight b5, knight d6. No for white, no. We're asking for black. No, black is about +1. But, oh, knight takes e5 is a blunder. No, Logis? Blunder. Bishop c5. The best move. You're worried about knight e4. Okay, let's take. You're worried about king f1. Who is keeping the bishop next? Guys, to win the game, you should play a little bit more attackable, more aggressive, more like this, push, take, attack, double attack. This is gonna be under pressure after h5. Looking about weaknesses. So, this is a pretty safety move. You have such a forcing Forcing development move. Forcing development move. Makes no sense to not looking that move, because this is the last minor piece, still not developed. So it's kind of super nature move. So what's going on after rook e2, for example? The natural also defending of f2. I believe he's going to defend this. The question is how to avoid now knight a4 if you really worried still about that move. What could be the black's decision? To play simple chess again. Odd habits, too defensive. No, just because he's having an extra pawn doesn't mean that next step has to be play super safety, bring all your pieces back. No need. Great Wegener. We have to searching for counterattacking chances. We don't care about castling so much, because the white pieces is pretty far away from your king. You don't need to worry about defending so much. Knight c7, very passive. Move I. In the other case, you prevent that. You want to give up your light square bishop for this knight. Also good plan, Saltar. Yeah, knight c7 was preventing that. But think about this, please. Think about this also. So now you have to find out only one defending way, which I believe could be hard. Then got excess of d4. In the other case, you got trapped, yeah. Well, take. Again, you make your life more complicated, Saltar. No need. So move like knight d4 is much simpler because you want to take the rook in a forced way. So they are provoked to capture. Capture back. Now we also, during this process, we eliminate also the defender of e5. So if knight a4 now, what could be the decision? But we also already move away the knight up because we have extra pawn. This is another process connected with how to convert that advantage. We've got already lesson about how to convert extra pawn. Simplify, trade off. This is not anymore existing, of course. This is the easiest way how he could win. Queen c7. So now from +1, black is going to -1. Not because his opponent is playing genius, because he didn't take the initiative on time. h4. White is already better because this looks like unstoppable. We cannot prevent h5 followed by h5 just because bishop takes g6. This knight is not having enough defense again. We said castle. I was wondering why didn't push up here h5, which is such a kind of natural next step. He pushed to completely the other direction. This is very often happening to your level guys, where you go to one direction and then you change the direction accidentally. Nobody push you to find out this way. Even black didn't prevent your attacking on the kingside part, followed by h4, h5. So I just guessed that h4 was the idea with h5 pushing, which is completely correct. So why he didn't push h5, I have no explanation, no human explanation. I also mentioned this during the stream, so if knight f8 is coming, if this gonna come to you, you're pretty limited, you're pretty trapped. Pretty trapped. So now f5. F5 is like take a brief little bit. He tried to survive, make some counterattack. The question will be after b4, do you see something special, guys, against this knight, for example? This connection between. Do you see something special here for black? f5 is also such a bad move. f6, you want to push f6. f6 could be again better. You fear from knight takes e5, taking the fact that you have enough control there. You have to fear right now. After your move b4, making e5 much more hanging than before, just because your knight on c3 is already hanging. h5 was alright. It's forbidden for black to capture on e5 if you can count until 3. It's gonna be 3 against 2. You just lose a piece if you capture e5 before after h5. Plus some. So it doesn't work if you capture there. What's gonna be the trouble after b4? Knight takes e5, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, rook takes e5, bishop d6, f4 wins the piece. Don't you see the knight on c3? That it's hanging in the end? There is no fork, there is no double attack, there is no pin. You still have time to get rid from this pin on c-file, of course. Yeah, you can simply take like that, but by the way, computer recommend knight d4 gonna be the best, just because after you recapture, queen takes c3 gonna be attack this, either this, triple attack. Bishop b3, then you can take the next one. Perfect. Simplify, extra pawn, simplify. But of course you can simply take. Oh, now the problem of taking gonna be bishop f4, 6 or 6 looks a little bit ugly after rook c1 maybe. Okay, now we have this move. It's complicated, yeah. 3. Now you can take bishop f4. Oh, now already you can do this. This is gonna be crazy. Boom, and then take here. Okay. This is complicated. This is complicated, I'm agree. Even for me. 2 seconds rule. Okay, he didn't do that, so b4 is kind of making knight on c3 pretty hanging. Another bad move of white. I'll not talk so much about white, but again h5 is existing. Okay, simplify. Push. You could push. Pushing, disconnect queen from protection of the pawn e5, so looks like easy. So the evaluation is like that. Boom, 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 toop, 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 toop. Like, cardio. You're jogging, you stop. You're jogging, you stop. So h6, kick him out, knight f3. Check. 3. Success. Annoying. Try to be like a fly in the game. Try to be annoying like a fly. There is a fly in my room. If you don't bother opponent, if you just play like that, waiting, move, maneuvering, waiting, move, you waiting, you're the only one stuff what you're waiting for is just to lose the game. Oh wait, sorry, he played knight b5, knight a4 was much. Knight b4 is +2. It's incredible how talented you are. Knight b5 is -2. Such a huge difference between these two knights moves. Do you understand them, chat? Why knight a4 is +2? Why knight b5 is -2? This is a very interesting case, by the way. h6 g5 is interesting, Zlech, of course. Open up h or g5, gonna make the game at least more exciting. It makes sense to sacrifice where you have this power, where is opponent king there, you try to open up h file. The problem is he will capture back with the knight. Yeah. Before attacks the queen, 5 doesn't. Very good explanation of Sultan. Yeah. So, of course, knight from a4 could increase the pressure, jumping on c5, attack the bishop, attack e6, increase the pressure, forcing the variation. Knight b5 is giving the initiative to the black. But of course, black didn't take it. He continued with the passive maneuvers with the knight, instead of a little bit more forcing the things again. Side, thread this, and so on. And now g5 is alright. Now g5 is pretty powerful of black. Now queen is kicked out. No more chance to get the excess of e3 square. What was our final goal? Yeah, now a5 is pretty powerful of white. He liked to push h4, a4 everywhere. Maybe this pawn could be acceptable. Boom. -4 for black. -4. White shouldn't take. What's the best reaction of white? If you're gonna be white. What's the best reaction of white? B5. Indeed, counterattack. Don't help, of course, to the black to open up h-file. This is gonna be killing, you know? FG, AG, the game is over. AG, AG, the game is over. If you open up h-file, the game is over, guys. Don't do this anymore. So try to close the game, yeah? Try to close the position. With b5, yes, b5 is one of the best response. When you've been under attack, even if you lose a pawn, the most important is to close. Close means push, don't open up any file, don't open up any diagonal against you. So it's very good deal. Push b5, and now it's gonna be +3 for white. Now it's -4 for black again. Very, very funny. Okay, rook g8, too slow. What could be fast and furious now? Fast and furious move. What could be? Go, go. Use your imagination, guys. This could be your game tomorrow. Who knows? Or push. Push, push, push. Hydrate. Oh, hydrate. I didn't see that. The rucksack gonna be alright? I'm not pretty sure. Yeah, the rucksack is also working, of course. Boom, boom, boom. He does have knight h7 just because of this pin. This pin. So, easy. 2 rooks for queen, but not really because all the center is hanging. The king is pretty weak. Knight h7 is coming. Yeah, it's coming. Another life. Okay, so it's completely winning for black. Completely. The other move, of course, is f4. So wherever you go, we just enjoy it. Capture this, capture this, capture this, capture everything. Hey, Shakadriano, hey, hello, how are you doing? You did very well, open up h-file. Yeah, why don't you see this in the game? Because you've got panicked, you've been under pressure, who knows? He sacrificed too late, so you did the correct move, but with a little bit changing of move order, so you don't really need to bring all the pieces to the all open files with all this prep right now. You have the all pieces on the king side part. It's okay. More than enough. Just need to use them. And by the way, a rook behind this pawn is a great treasure. You can simple push, push, push. No, I don't think so. This sacrifice is a treasure. Taking the fact that you could simply take this one. Maybe you could bring the queen here. Could increase the pressure slowly without simplifying. And this was the final position where I was disappointed of this sacrifice. Makes no sense. It's again based on the 25 seconds for black, 16 seconds for white. You've got about 10 seconds extra, so makes no sense to give 2 pieces in a row. Yeah, and now it's over. I was talking about knight g4, but looks like it's not really objective move. Now what? I don't have e5? So why I don't have e5? No, I have e5. He changed them. I was calculating e5 and then just bring the queen here, bring the rook here, and the game was over. But yeah, it's not super easy, but I believe you're gonna find out a good checkmate here, either here. Too weak, also dark square diagonal. Look at that, nobody is having the dark square bishop, but you have the queen, and you somehow can find a way how you can use these weak squares around and moving your block pieces to the h-file. So there is a huge chance to win the game here. Anyway, a computer likes much more move like queen h8. Again, at some point you try to searching for access of the dark squares, at the same time bring, of course, the rook to the open file and searching for mating patterns. Easy. Thank you for the game. It was a very nice, very nice attacking on the king side part. Very nice French. Very exciting to me. Okay, next game belongs to LetsChessLive. By the way, I will not analyze the last game. It was good game, but I will not analyze it. Okay, LetsChessLive, play against Goody Cat. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Lasana. I'll be glad if you follow my channel. Anyway. YouTube channel too. I'll be very glad. LetsChessLive analyzes. Boom. Okay. 57 accuracy for white, 60 accuracy for black. Zlech is white. Let's check out this game too. We have a Discord channel where we share many photos, many games, many tactics, everything. If you have any interesting suggestion, offer, feel free to share with us. Books also. So, Zlech, English. Very nice setup for white side, very solid, not a gambit, but Taborich had a risk to play this gambit, or a gambit. So, you hate French. Did you just lose from French or what? It was an interesting game, yeah. Just this Queen G4 is kind of strange variation. Sometimes playing out of the 5 books moves, out of the theory means, you make the game more exciting because opponent doesn't know how to react, opponent is not well prepared, so sometimes it's a good strategy for the Blitz games to play something out of the main, even little bit worse move. So, my question is here, guys, how many attackers you see of the d5 pawn? Cheer up! Cheers, Mr. Jingles! Cheers with the water! Oh no, you give up because of the French? You mean your opponents play French? Just let's push too much. You push e5, yeah? So, people are opening. Probably he's talking about chess, so probably he's talking about the opening part, French. Okay, guys, how many attackers you see here? Forgot about the original plan. Yeah, well, I don't see anything wrong just to capture because you have a potential support like that. Also, queen could come to b3 here, and this is gonna be great pressure of black to not develop so comfortable. I guess, well, but what's the idea to play positional if you can win a pawn, you know? I know this guy, and I'm doing that just because I know him. He's very annoying. Too much time out tonight. Too much time out tonight. Okay, the d5 pawn, guys, is really very strong. And if you can hold on this pawn, it's anyway extra pawn, so you can get rid very easy from your other isolated, very ugly double pawn, like pushing of d4. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. so no positional move if you can win material. But e5 is of course very good move, just because knight g4, d4, and later he's going to have a problem with this knight. Knight g8 makes no sense because the knight is going to the super passive bet position. And still d5 is hanging. What else? Knight h5 in the end of the board, very bad move. So knight d7 is the best one. Now the question is, again, do we have this deal? Capture, recapture, castle, castle, for example. And d4, take, knight takes, and these two knights are really, really great monsters. It's a timeout party tonight. Yeah. I know several toxic people, you know. Hooray for timeouts! Thank you so much for the great cheering. This guy was sending me several emails in the past. I remember him very well. And when we try now to analyze, to talk about little bit talking about serious chess, maybe study something out of our mistakes. He's talking about bullshit. Okay, so these two knights are really great. Great power in the center. Who is controlling the center is controlling the game and having better results. So he didn't choose to take this. He pushed f4, also very good. Looks like yes, he played more positionally, like going to the weak square d6, g5. But I prefer, to be fair, the d5. It's not really an outpost, but if you don't have excessive d6, maybe this knight here is not really great placed. Or I can find a way later to move the other knight maybe to e4 or f5. Anyway, 5. It's gonna be again the same kingside pawn storm. But with this knight I can guarantee a pair of bishops also, if I need it. That's why I like it much more. Because the bishop is gonna be in my pocket anyway. He has to move away the knight anyway. The question is which central square gonna deserve it. Which central square for the knight is more flexible. But the knight on e4 is also, yeah, perfect placed. Push, 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 very nice. I like his playing on the kingside part. Pawn majority. Of course, this is a pawn down. Another very fresh idea. Could be g takes f5. Just to open up g file. There we go. Whoa, what's going on with Lucas also tonight? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the great support. Maybe sometimes I am too strict, but I guess there is a reason about that. There is a reason about that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Logis. Oh my god. Top 5 subs gifts. Wow. HS, Sun02, Ludwig, Showo, and Chesskid. 5 new subs. Huge thanks to Logis. Great support of the channel. Appreciate it. So g takes f5 also makes some sense, because there's gonna be great pressure of pushing of f6 and e6, and then yes, oh yeah. Next step gonna be knight g3, queen to h5, move all your pieces to the kingside part. Looks great. He did it almost the same, like now extra piece, so still there is no explanation for me how Zlech could lose such a game. Maybe move the bishop up will make the bishop a little bit hanging. So now it's time for coordinating where should go the knight and where should go the bishop. So probably bishop gonna be better placed here. Bishop e4, make a stress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And next, make a hanging situation here around. So maybe black is provoked to play again this move. But look at the difference between. Do we have any benefits when the bishop is here? Do we have any checkmate? Very easy answer. Of course not. So bishop in front, queen behind, this is completely nothing. Completely nothing. So bishop is better to keep pressure of h7, so there is a potential attacking of h7 one day like that. Maybe, or like that. Anyway. And bishop on e4 is a great also defender around the weak king's position. So now capture like this gonna be nice. And by the way, another pressure of this also pieces on the queen side part at the same time. This, you cannot deserve it after bishop e6. You cannot get it. Now it's getting worse and worse because of this bad decision, most of all, f5. Guys, it's okay to have a pawn majority, potential 2 extra pass pawns. Actually, you have already 2 extra pawns on this pawn majority on the king side part, but just e5 is connected pass pawn, so you don't need to leave it, you don't need to make your center hanging. With f5, automatic this and this are not protected. You have to see this like x-ray looking. X-ray looking. Queen c7, x-ray looking. Hanging, hanging, not protected. Weak position of the king, strong pawn. These are the red points in your eyes, what you should looking for. D3 is also kind of under pressure, of course. After rook d8, d3 also hanging. Yeah. But to capture d3 is not a treasure. He played the best. No, he didn't play the best. Queen d4 was also not a good move because of this cover and boom, 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 using his strong pass pawn. Hey, Kush, how are you doing? Instead of pushing of f5, let's make a plan. What is important to stop on? Yeah. Okay. So, what is important now to stop on? Is it really important to stop the e3 pawn, or it's more important to protect d3 pawn? I'm waiting for good suggestions now for white side. Knight e2 blockade the pawn, but d3 is now under attack. So, what we can do? Rook a d1. Okay. So JRC preferred to keep the pawn. Okay, knight e2. Knight e2 is losing the pawn, guys, on d3. Rook a e1. Logis. So I'm asking you, what is more important, protect the e3 or counterattack the e3? Rook a e1 is an interesting move. Rook d1 is also. No functional on a1 anyway, exactly, Sepatashva. So rook a d1 looks like the most natural move, but the problem is there are some counter-attacking moves against us. Trying to deflect the knight, trying to get access of f2. This could be ugly. So, one of the best moves in such a position, we don't have really 2 extra pawns. We just have a pawn majority on the king. Just have 1 extra pawn. But move like g5 looks very important to stop activity of the bishop. Now, bishop is locked up. Completely in the prison. This bishop is completely in the prison. This pawn is not really. Black doesn't have access of the knight now so much. So g5. Move like king g2, for example, could be hard. And again, you allow bishop h4 and trade-off. Bad plays bishop for such a good knight. So g5 gonna be simple move, prevent that, but f5. Probably f5 is also close to the natural move, but and now f6 is the final mistake because he pays 0 attention to the hanging knight on g3. Catastrophic. It's still not that catastrophic, so he can still play rook a1. It's still playable. Queen d4. Yeah, queen d4 also was a little bit stronger, like this. Too much pressure around. Probably rook f3 gonna be the possible. So instead of f6, we can still keep going with rook a1, and that's it. After this, he just lost the game. Here. The other guy didn't see several times. Queen h2 checkmate, of course, several times. Okay. Let's go to the next game. Goodbye, Sheikh Adriano. Goodbye. Have a nice night. You're welcome. Okay, I gotta check out also a Strider game. Because, of course... oh, I'm very interested to check out his His accuracy. His accuracy. I did it because to push you to relax a little bit more of so much talking, that's why. Nothing against you. So, Bayern. Game against Bayern. Let's check out. Accuracy. The accuracy. Oh, analyzes board. Second. Bye bye. Dreams. Oh wait. Wait, 30? Oh, this is for his opponent. 30 against 40? Whoa! Whoa! Chess assist. Hey, Kurgupta official. How are you doing? 41 for our Strider. Strider was playing very good in my eyes, but let's check out. He had black pieces. This is gonna be the last game, what I'm gonna analyze. Hey, Master Lorne, how are you doing? I could recommend a little bit more active position of the bishop here. Either here, Strider, play more active man. Bishop here. Soon, if you push d6, you're gonna close him. Need open diagonal. F3. This is very close to the faster checkmate in chess. So I guess it's good to open up like that. Open up this diagonal and potential bishop h4, searching for mating patterns. Okay, he pushed h6 to g5. What is not really a threat, because it's not really a pin, because you have a bishop on e7. Nothing to worry about. I can recommend d5, knight c6, even castling. Gonna be more natural than wasting of time and playing so much with pawn. Somebody ban him, somebody remove him. Minimalism. Again, such a question. Oh, he said bye and now he's still in the chat. Okay. D3 is very passive. D3, F3, H3. What we have to talk about chess now? At least Strider is developing the pieces, and what the hell is doing his opponent is the question. So, automatic, what he has to do? What has to do Strider? What could be a little bit more aggressive move? Plenty of weak dark squares. It's like, I don't know how to describe this. D5 is possible, of course, D5, knight c6, but what could be one idea more aggressive move on the king side part, direction? So for example, if you get the chance to destroy his castling with any potential check, you have to do it. Not really a sacrifice of piece, but it's calling fast initiative. Oh, not really a sacrifice. Oh, thank you, Giant Pixels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night too. Again, we've been using your pixel sheet, if I can call it like that, your table base for the battle. It's very comfortable, I believe, and very easy to use it, saving time and much more. Huge thanks, Giant Pixels. Knight h5, Wegener. Yep, knight h5. So we can say that bishop h4 gonna be unstoppable. So whatever you're doing, you can simply destroy his castling, and you can do whatever you wish with his weak dark squares around and with the naked king. Naked king, you've got access of all the dark squares by your queen and by your bishop. Perfect. He didn't do that, he just go for castling, right? It's also good move. I will not make another comment that knight h5 is still working. I will not. Oh, his move now. 6. Preparing probably d5, but finally he didn't get the courage to play d5 right now. still working with a similar plan. Boom. Is this sacrifice working? We can check out. So wherever he goes, you can see the power of the control of the weak squares. 7 pieces. 7 pieces of white, and nobody could help. Nobody could help really to prevent the checkmate on f2. Insane. That's brutal, exactly. 7 pieces of white and nobody can stop the checkmate on f2. It's okay, he's just studying how to work on the weak squares, so even in this case it's allowed to sacrifice. But one more time, you don't need to sacrifice. Even move like that, you can play slowly, the same idea without sacrifice. I'm sure it's gonna work. Absolutely weakening dark squares, but it's not only the fact that they're weak. Somebody has to use these weak squares. Somebody has to occupy them, control them. Push, finally d5 I see on the board. I was so happy. He preferred to take this, developing the bishop very well. So now, this losing a pawn, actually he took back the pawn. He took back the pawn. All the black pieces are full developed. I'm not sure about this accuracy, why it's just 40. I could give more than 90 accuracy for Strider in this game. Probably he miscalculated some more winning chances, but that's nothing comparing to the fact that he played very good in the opening part. Very good. Very good. Open up the king. King is alone in the center, and now start using imagination. Your imagination. How to win this game, how to crush him, how to checkmate him, how to make him windy, and so on. So now, guys, if you're here attacker with black, how you should keep going with attacking? Give me suggestions. Rook c8 is better than rook e8? Yeah, it's better because cut the king, control c4. Rook fd8 is stronger, a dark e4 here. Somebody wanna crush him with a pawn storm push. Push is great. Push is great. Rook c8 is great. Any other simple move? Any other super simple move? Queen takes h3. Yes. Queen takes h3. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just pawn extra. And then you can keep going with your attacking, and you can bring the queen back to here and here if you wish. Pawn is a pawn, guys. So idea, knight d4. I like the Mr. Jingo's also move knight d4. Why? Because it's a pressure, it's a control. Later rook c8, attack him on c2, and so on. Knight d4 is also another fantastic outpost. e4, breakthrough, to open up, to checkmate him, you need an open d-file. How to do it? Just by pushing a e4, very well. Could still capture here. Rook h1 doesn't exist because you have a bishop control here. You're free to collect his pieces. Okay, the queen back, of course it's not wrong. Now push, even push. If d4, okay, push, take this next. It's over after push. It's over if you open up this file. Again, such a kind of wrong decision to bring this rook here. It could be this rook here and the other one to the other open file. You bring this rook here, you close the f8 rook. This is kind of a strategy. Better strategy. Okay, any other better opportunity? Yeah, e4, e4. Five times in a row, Sepeteshwa. 5 times in a row. e4. Breakthrough. Open up. Open up. Play against his weak positions. e4, amazing move, +6, +7. Yeah, now the evaluation is not so high, and after you trade off the queens, it's getting easier. Make his job easier. You still have to keep the queen, even sacrifice any pawn. Don't care about it. Try to open up still the game, try to attacking him here. He's still not developed. I'm not familiar with your question. Is it connected with the chess or not? Now, maybe we should focus about this weakness. For example, knight b5, knight d6. Very well idea. Because the knight on 6-6, look at that. You don't have space in front. Knight b5 is more flexible. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Working on these weak squares around. e6 gonna be another good square for the knight. So searching for better opportunities. So even e6, yeah, even e6, c5, yeah, this is even much better. e6, c5, d3, e4. You have enough time to do it. f6, a very good strategy, gonna be pushing your pawns at the same color as opponent's bishop, so that means that you can lock off the bishop, completely block him, and then the knight is pretty flexible, this piece. Also, you can be the first one who is going to double the rooks on the d file, so you have several benefits out of this endgame. So, again, now he blundered a pawn by this way, no need. He could play rook h1, but it's gonna be too ugly. Very well, defense, +2, and now blunder, yeah, because of this pressure. Play simple chess to not allow such a problems. So you don't need to be one time under attack, and if you have a defender like less powerful plays piece, just do it. What's mean that? Now you hold on the attention of 5 points to this pawn. So let's say 10 points against 5 points, but you don't need that. You can just easily react with 10 points having pressure of 1 point. So then you're out of 5 points, are free to go up, free to attack, free to do whatever you wish. So you don't need to hold on your rook to keep f7. It's simple, play f6. One more time, pawn chain, barrier, blocking the bishop. Easy defense. Because you go in this trouble, he go to this. He could take now. Now capturing gonna be alright. But after this move, it's not alright. Okay. Yeah, we just try to study the mistakes and we just try to figure out what he could improve. So I'm sure if Strider starts doing about, for example, this month, if he can, for the whole month, if he can do 50 to 100 games, or even 50 games, or even 20 games of bullet, he will not lose this game anymore. He starts studying the way how he could do pre-move. That's it. Only one recommendation for him. In the other case, he was doing very well here, in the tactic way. In his level 2, it's a very good game of him. Next, no comment. So now instead of cover, I could say faster system gonna be safety position of the king. Get rid from, I know, 20 seconds, but makes no sense if you have plenty of pieces. So push your pawn to g4 and then king behind and then check, push. King, check, push. So it's very easy system when the king is behind, not under so much checks around. Still, your knight is still not working because of c6 square, by the way. So you could try to activate him, but with c4 he's making you a favor. So you've got the perfect central outpost. Perfect. So now instead of coming back again, just because the team indeed draw, a strategy here could be boom, play like that. By the way, you're still winning if you have a great technique like trade off this for this and cut his king on time. What's mean cut his king on time? So he doesn't have access of c file. Or if he comes here, you just cut him like that. Keep distance and slowly improve. Push, 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 push. There we go. Hey Kush, I didn't know that you're streaming, man. Thank you so much for the great rating. I didn't know that you're a streamer. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So this will be another easy strategy if we're going to play for a draw, guys. If you don't see how to stop this pawn, push, push, push. Of course, there are 100 ways how to stop it. Even this was a great tactic. Rook is strong behind, automatic several checks, and rook behind every time, even you've got the chance to sacrifice your rook for the pawn also. Because you have two pass pawns supported by knight, it's gonna be playable. Or at least check, check, check. Adding time, 2 seconds increment. That's another strategy. Check, 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 adding time. Okay, you push here and not caring. The best way gonna be maybe one time pushing and go behind. G4. It's time to go behind. It's time to go behind. Nothing else. Go behind. B7. One check gonna be useful. And now even you can take. Because now there is a fork in the end if the king is there. King doesn't have any other space because the knight is having a great control. I repeat that it's not so much about the endgames. You're kind of mystic. In my eyes, it's only based on the time pressure. Rook c3, several moves, yes. Not several moves, only one chance to play rook c3. Already the pawn was too advanced, so he has to go behind. No need to so much pressure, no need to so much effort in the endgames, no need. I told you what you have to do. If you show me, not show to me, it's about you, it's about your improvement. So if you're gonna play bullet, the situation will be 30% better. At least 30% better. I think so. I didn't see any pre-move of you at all. So you just lose on time, yeah. Like pay zero attention to the pawn, maybe. Now it's still not too late. You know why? Because you have some more tactics. Because if he's going to promote now, still have this check, and he has only one move. You can simply take his queen. So very nice. And now it's forbidden to lose on time. It's forbidden to lose on time. B7. I mean, here at the moment when you've been side note, you're completely winning. After still rook g1 is existing. So final position, you've been completely winning. Thank you so much for all your participation, guys.